my brother in Christ, if Darwize had scored that goal in the last minutes of that game, there's no telling what I would do. Believe that. What a bloody good game of football that was. Is this the new Chelsea and the new Liverpool, right? Are these two teams going to be fighting for top 4, top 5 this season? Or are these two teams going to be 1 and 2 this season? We don't know. But based on just that game alone, which was an exceptional game, it's probably one of the games of the season already, and it's just week 1, right? It was a beautiful game. It was a great draw between both sides, and I think that both sides look at it and say that they deserved more, but the draw was probably right in the situation. You see me here rocking my Liverpool gear, support for Liverpool, the badge. I really think that it was a great game, and just breaking down and doing a little bit of analysis on the game and looking at how we played, looking at how Chelsea played, and specific players and how they did in specific spots, right? And so the first part I want to talk about, I think that Diaz played well, but he kind of dropped off towards the end. Like when the second half came along, most of the front three for Liverpool actually dropped off towards the end of the game. The front four with Hakpo as well. So I think that happened. Same with Salah. Salah had, to start the game, he had a great first half, hit the crossbar, right? He got that beautiful assist to Diaz, and it was just a beautifully timed pass from McAllister to Salah, and just in there to Diaz. I was screaming. I can't lie, I was screaming. That goal was amazing. But yeah, it was like he was that good in the first half, but then in the second half he was non-existent. Genuinely non-existent. I don't know if that had to do with getting passes, and we were defending more against Chelsea in the second half, but he was non-existent in the second half. So if you look at it like that for Salah, I thought that, and looking at Chelsea's team, right, Chelsea's players, the two best players on the field today that weren't in defense were Enzo and Reece James. I thought that Reece James, I hold my hands up. I'm always on Twitter, always berating Reece James, because Chelsea fans are always talking about, oh, he's better than Trent, this and that, blah blah. So I troll Reece James, but he's really good. Well, at least he was really good today, right? I thought Reece James did well on the overlaps. I thought Reece James always got the ball in space. So, and he was having a good time over on that right hand side versus Andy Robertson. But I still think Andy Robertson held his own. He was solid today. But Reece James did well. He was more attacking today than Trent was, but I think Trent had more of a defensive duty today than the normal Trent that we usually see. So I think Reece James was good. But Enzo Fernandez, clap yourself, man. Give yourself a bloody round of applause. Enzo was good today, world class level of play from him today. Every time that we came in for the press, he just found a way to get out of it. Just those little South American skills that he used to just get the ball around and ball in tight space and get out. Honestly, Enzo was good today, man. I'm really upset now that Liverpool didn't get him and Chelsea did. If you also check my Twitter, you'll see that I also berated Enzo, but I have to hold my hands up again. You have to hold your hands up and say, yo, when players play well, you hold your hands up, man. Amazing today from Enzo. I thought he was man of the match, for sure. 100%. Either him or Konate, but I'll give it to Enzo. I think Chelsea outplayed us after a good start. Chelsea had 65% possession and we had 35%. Chelsea outplayed us in the second half, but it also could just be tactically what we were trying to do. But they did it. So let me say this: both teams played well, really well, but you can see what both teams are missing, right? Chelsea is missing that killer striker up front, or frontman. Let me say frontman, and if that's Nkunku, that's fine. But Nkunku is out for 4 months, so if that's Nkunku, then they have it there, right? They're missing that guy, and they're also missing a 6 as well. but they're better in midfield in terms of like being dynamic. They're better in terms of stability than our midfield. Our midfield today was amazing. The two, McAllister and Soboslai, they were both amazing workhorses. They were exceptional today, and I think just like to touch on it a little bit, Soboslai was. You can tell that Soboslai has a lot to work on still, but he's on the verge of being world class. He's a workhorse and he's tactically amazing. He just has like a little bit to work on. But McAllister is already there. He's already world class. The touches, the passing accuracy, everything about McAllister is great. But we are missing a six. Liverpool is missing a six, right? And we know Trent can't do it by himself. So Trent can affect the midfield, but Trent shouldn't be there by himself. We need to get a six, and then we can always use Trent in inverted or get a right back and play Trent in midfield with that six, right? So I think that both teams need that, and if both teams get that, which I expect both teams to get that before the end of the transfer window, these two teams are going to be up there at the top of the table. They were just that exceptional today. And if you watch my Premier League prediction video, I predicted us to finish top of the table, and I predicted Chelsea to finish third. And just based off that game alone today, like, it looks like that will come true, right? Just based on the game alone today. Yeah, I think Hakpo in midfield today didn't play that well. I thought he was like missing for most of the game. I didn't think that he had an exceptional game or anything. But I love Cody Hakpo, and I think Hakpo will play well the next game or whenever it is. And maybe we need to have a formation change. We need to play both Nunes and Hakpo up front or whatever it is. Jota was missing most of the game today. I don't know what Jota was on today. Jota was not good today, I don't think. And then when he got in the way, what made me upset with Jota today was when Szoboszlai ran through the defense, right? Just ran through Chelsea's defense, and then Jota took the shot off his leg. It was upsetting, but you know, it is what it is. A striker is always going to do what strikers do. But yeah, man, the main part of today is Nunes. Darwizzy, listen to me when I tell you that. I told you guys before, alright, and I'm going to tell you again. Darwin is him, and today Darwin showed why he's him. Alright, when he came on in the second half, Darwin just looked amazing. And especially when it's like he went into Super Saiyan mode when his hair tie came out, his bun came out, and it just looked like Cavani mixed with Zlatan out there. Listen, man, if he scored that goal today, I swear to you, nobody could talk to me ever. I would just be trolling everybody on every media platform non-stop, because I told you guys before that Darwin is going to win that not scoring title, that's what they call it in basketball. I mean, the goal scoring record. Trust me, man. He looked good today. He looked composed. He looked like he got his swag back, you know, like Darwin just had it again. You get me? So just believe in Nunes today. He needs to start for sure versus Bournemouth, and I'll have a prediction of the front 11, of the 11 to start that game. I think Darwin needs to be in that game, especially after the shot that he took at the end. You could see Klopp was pumped and pumping his chest and everything, like he was like, yes, Darwin, that's what I need out of you. Exactly what I expect from you. Yeah, man, Darwin is going to have it's going to be the same thing like when he was at Benfica. Remember at Benfica he only had 6 goals, and then the next season he came on and scored 26 with the highest conversion rate in Europe. So just believe in Nunes, man. Nunes has it. Alright. Yeah, and other from that, I thought that Van Dijk is back to being Van Dijk. Van Dijk gives you this feeling that when he plays, right, it's like when anybody's trying to pass him, you're like, okay, you won't pass him. I've missed that feeling last season. Like last season, I didn't have that feeling. It's like it's back. That feeling of, oh, somebody's in front of Van Dijk, the ball will be intercepted, or he will kick it away, or whatever it is. Like, that feeling is back with Van Dijk. I'm so assured when I see Van Dijk there. And Alisson is always great. Alisson is him. right? At least he's one of the best footballers in the world. Up there, top 5 for me, best footballers in the world. And I thought Konate was exceptional as well. Konate did most of the dirty work today, and Van Dijk would just clean up like anything else that was left there. So overall, for Liverpool, I thought it was a great outing, but we need a 6 for sure. I thought it was a great outing for Chelsea. They need a striker, or just a front man that is like clinical, right? And they need another midfielder, and both of these teams will cook this season. And I also found it like just amazing that the first game that Klopp played, I think it was against Pochettino for Tottenham. The first game when he came into the league was against Pochettino. It was a draw with Tottenham. I know Pochettino coming back after 4 years of leaving the league, and it's the first game that he played is a draw, and they were both entertaining games. Just this is one of the most entertaining 1-1s that you'll ever see. It was just nervousness the whole time. It was brilliant. It was a brilliant game. But yeah, man, just want to talk about that game, and let me know, guys, if you want me to talk about like all the other games, like all the other games throughout the season, or just stick to like the Liverpool content or whatever. But anyway, yeah, man, like, subscribe, share this video, and this is where you'll get your real analysis for the rest of the season. So always come back here, and trust me, it'll be a great one. This is already shaping up to be one of the best seasons ever. Peace.